Yeah, I did something, and it's a big something. So, let's talk about a tumbler, or yeah. I am now the proud owner of a Hot Toys tumbler. Yeah, it's big. It's really big. Um, so yeah, and I don't have any Batman 6 scale figures, but that's okay because I'm going to put a trooper in this thing. That's what I'm going to do. But this was one of those things that it was just too good to pass up. Now I will say this: it was not, and it's still not in the greatest condition in the world. There are some pieces missing. I do have a bag of parts, but it's not complete. I did remove some stuff. There were some strut assemblies here. It's missing the actual wheel covers that come off the side right there. And yeah, I had to fix these wings back here. But you know what? That's okay. I don't care because for $100, it was just too good to pass up. I mean, it's a 6 scale Batmobile wicked machine. I mean, come on. And I may actually repaint this thing because the cool part about this, with it missing some pieces, I can make whatever I want out of it. And if I actually, I mean, it's all black. There's no distinctive, really Batman logos on it. There's a little thing here in the front, but nothing crazy. So yeah, parts of me's thinking, we could do something really cool with this down the road. But it is a beast. It is massive. I mean, look at this thing. It is so wicked cool. Evidently, there's electronics in this thing. There's lights and stuff. I have yet to find any of that compartment or anything like that. But I mean, it rolls. The canopy and stuff actually works. It took me a hot minute to figure this out. This is a weird design. And honestly, I could see this thing getting actually broke as I sit here and piddle with it, but it retracts the windshield part. I promise you, it retracts. I promise you it does. I've actually glued some pieces on a little light assembly and thing over here, and I've been piddling with it. And it's just a weird design. It's not user friendly. That's the part I'm trying to get to. But there's some wiring and stuff in here. But let me see if I can. There it goes, right there. Boom. And then this slides all the way back so you can actually see the cockpit right there. There's actually some really good details on the front here. There's some gauges and stuff. You actually have a flip down right here. I've seen something. There may be something else that goes right there. I've seen a little bit of damage right there. So I don't really know. But yeah, there's seats. I will say this, and I'm gonna have to piddle with it a little bit more. Oh, it does. Okay. So this actually retracts and goes forward. Okay. Oh, that slides all the way forward. Well, that'll make it easier to get a figure in it. Very cool. But like I said, I was messing around on Facebook Marketplace, and I'd seen this on there for about a week or so. Originally, it was like $350. Then it dropped down to $150. And I offered the guy, I said, "Hey, would you take $125 for it?" And he's like, "Yeah." Then he messaged me back. He said, hey, man, I'm sorry, but it's sold on eBay. I'm like, okay, no problem. I understand completely. I wasn't upset or anything like that, because even for 150 bucks, it's worth it. I mean, I don't care. For a 6 scale hot toy figure or vehicle, give me a break. It's definitely worth it. I pretty much put it out of my head, and he messaged me back probably about 4 or 5 hours later, and he goes, hey man, the eBay deal fell through. Do you still want it? And I was like, yeah. He goes, well, I tell you what, if you could meet me now, I'll give it to you for $100. And I'm like, it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. I was already in for the evening. I said, you know what, bro? It's worth the 125. It's not worth 25 bucks to say for me to get up, get dressed, and drive. And it just wasn't worth it to me. And he had already said that he was going to be coming around my area on that day. And I was like, you know, you're already heading that way. I'm already heading that way. So let me just pay you the 125 bucks and boom, you know. And it's worth it. In my opinion. Again, it is missing some pieces. It's not complete. There's 2 wings here, 2 wings here. I have one of each. There's a large wing and a smaller wing. So let me get these out real quick. So you got a large wing here that goes back here, and then there's a smaller wing that actually goes in the front, like so. There's only one of each, so I'm like, well, that's silly. I'm just took them off, and to be honest with you, it don't look bad. It really does not look bad. Again, I took the struts and everything off. They pop right out, which surprised me. I thought these would be mounted, but they're not. They're actually just pressure fit, which was very, very nice for me. I had to do a lot of cleaning on it. I'm still cleaning. It was really, I mean, it was dusty and dirty. It had definitely been played with, which, you know what? That was awesome to see. I'm sure a kid or whatever, it's an expensive toy to be playing with. I will tell you that, especially the condition it's in. With pieces that were broke. There's a strut assembly over here. I'm gonna have to figure out something. There's a little bit of a gap there where it had broke, and I think I'm gonna fix that with some heat shrink tubing, if I need to. I don't know. I glued the light back in. These 2 rear fins, they're actually glued in place now because there was some damage to that, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to glue them in the up position. I could care less if they move up and down. I don't care. Some of the holes and stuff where pieces used to be, I may figure out something to do with that. I don't know. But again, wow. I mean, look at this thing. This is, I mean, come on. I mean, this thing is a beast. And I think right now you can still get them on Sideshow for like 660 bucks. Now, from my perspective, 660 bucks for one that basically has these 2 wings on it and the 2 mud guards. That's the only things I can see so far that it's missing. Or 125 bucks. And it's good enough for me. You know, I mean, even here's the thing, even without this stuff here, you could still use it for a display piece. You can still do it from photos. I like the fact that I can put a trooper in it. I'm definitely, you know, cross-contaminate with World War II vehicles. Why not the DC? I may even throw Deadpool in this thing. I don't know what I'll do. But at the end of the day, it's a cool piece at an awesome price. And it's a vehicle, a 6 scale vehicle. Enough said. That's all that matters. But I'm not doing a review on this or anything like that because honestly, this isn't a review video. This is just a video to show you what you can pick up on Facebook Marketplace, Mercari, all these places that people sell things. And I was shocked. To be honest with you, the pictures I was looking at were exactly this vehicle. When I was very skeptical. Very skeptical. Like, yeah, right. There's something not right here. And when he showed up, it was bubble wrapped and everything really, really good. The extra pieces were in this Ziploc bag, and he was very, 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 Ben was his name. Ben was very, very open. He communicated great. He's like, look, dude, this thing ain't perfect. It's not mint. It's been used. There's some broken pieces. Yeah, it is what it is, as is per se. So for it to be in this good a shape, I think it's a score. I think it's a score all day long. But I think what I'm going to do, I have yet to put a figure in it because I've honestly been wiping it down. I've bought some Armor All cleaning wipes. It's still got some dust and stuff on. I'm going to be cleaning on this thing for a while. But I just wanted to get some pieces glued back on and show you guys what I picked up. So let me get a figure and let me see if I can get it in here because I don't know how they go in there. I'm glad that the console moves, and we'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like with a figure in it. All right, everybody. So there it is. I decided to put Mando in the tumbler. Yeah, so I actually threw a light inside of it. It's pretty dark in there, but I think Mando looks pretty good in it. I will tell you this, and I really, really want to say this. It was interesting trying to get Mando in here because I've took the bodysuit and everything off. He's very, very posable. I don't see. I would love to see how you get a Batman figure in it, with the latex suits, and it's a little bit of a challenge. Not gonna lie, it's it's interesting, but hey, I think he looks good. But there you go, guys. Yeah, I'm the proud owner of this big old beast now, right there. Give you another look at it. Yeah, Mando looks good in there. Yeah, just saying. He looks pretty cool. But yeah, that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about my deal? I think for 125 bucks all day long, knock it out of the park. And I got something fun to play with. And like I was saying earlier, I need to really look how this thing's put together. I was already looking at the rear wheels, trying to figure out how they come off. Parts of me really am thinking about maybe repainting this thing, sort of like in the with Bane. You know how they had those camouflage ones, but I don't know. For now, I'm gonna leave it black. I'm not gonna go crazy and start taking things apart. And it may be one of those things to where I don't really have a choice, on how to actually paint it. But it's going to be interesting just to see how this thing is actually put together. But for now, I'm happy with the way it is, and I think it's a really cool addition to my collection. You guys know me. I love vehicles. I've got a plethora of 6-scale vehicles. They're all W2. I've got tanks, I've got half tracks and Jeeps and motorcycles and amphibious cars, and now I have this. And I am super excited for it because I honestly never thought I'd ever own a hot toy or sideshow vehicle because they're pricey. They're very pricey, and I've never really seen any that I really, especially when it comes to most of the ones that's out there. But I will say this is actually pretty fun to have, and I'm excited to have it in the collection. But I want you to tell me your opinions. Yes or no? $125. Was it worth it? You let me know. For me, it was definitely worth it. But I'm interested in y'all's comments. But look at this thing. I couldn't put it on the spinny. It won't fit. So I just got this little table here. But yeah, there it is. Voila, in all of its glory. Boom. This thing is so flipping big, and it's heavy. It is crazy heavy. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I really don't. I'm probably gonna stick it up here with my tanks because it's basically the size of a tank. But seriously though, let me know. Yes or no? $125? Yes, no, good deal, bad deal? You let me know. Also, if this is your first time to my channel, if you enjoy this type of content, do me a favor. Consider hitting that subscribe button. If you do subscribe, make sure and turn on all notifications. That way you'll know when I drop videos, when I do live streams and shorts and pretty much anything else related to my channel. Also, click on that more button. You'll see links and descriptions and all my social media stuff. It's all right there. So click on more and read, and you'll see how to get a hold of me. And finally, please always remember, big toys refreshes your soul, and I'll see you next time.